Welcome everybody to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron, and we are in Cincinnati to try to bounce back. The game wants to start Zap for some reason, because it's supposed to be Graves' spot, but he isn't ready. But Paulie is, so let's go with him instead. Alright, so another beautiful day game in downtown Cincinnati. Actually, for not living very far from Cincinnati, I've only been there once or twice, so I guess I'm assuming that River District is kind of the downtown. We'll also say that Cincinnati chili is one of the worst things by Cincinnati, I mean Skyline, is one of the worst things I've ever eaten in my life. And on that note, Aaron Harang is going to be going for the Reds today. You see he's having a good year. So the Reds are playing to try to hand us our second series loss in a row, and he starts Kester off with a ball. Second pitch in there for a strike. So is the third pitch. 1-2 the count. Just off the plate. 2-2. Kester yet to swing the bat. Finally does and fouls that one away. Grounds out to first. Derek Lee takes care of that. One down. Marvin to the plate, batting left-handed and hitting 160. I'm starting to wonder if we're ever going to see that 200. Still at the last day of May. He still has some time to get it going, but he kind of needs to get started. Pops this one up, and David Ross will field it. So 2 down for Chief. He smacked a home run yesterday into left field. Looks at strike 1 here. Swings and misses strike 2. And looks at strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for Harang to start the game. We'll move on to the bottom of the first. And Norris Hopper will start off, as I believe he has every game for the Reds, at least against us. Say for today, we still have the normal lineup in, and as noted, Paulie is our starter for today, which probably means that Graves will start tomorrow. We'll just flip-flop days. Hopper starts off with a 1-1 count. Make that 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Grounds that towards short. Joey picks it up and throws it over to first. 1 down, Shaw at the plate. And he looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. And swings and misses strike 3. That'll bring Derek Lee to the plate. He homered to left in his first at-bat yesterday. So he and Chief had very similar shots. Has a 2-0 count at the moment. Swing and a miss. 2-1. And that's outside as well. 3-1. And he'll take a walk. Adam Dunn at the plate, and he takes a strike. Takes a second strike. Fouls that one away. And swinging a miss, strike 3, and that will end the inning. No hits, but the Reds do get a base runner and no score yet in the game. Terry will lead things off for the Squirrels in the top of the second. First pitch too low, ball one. That one grounded towards short. Kennedy picks it up and throws it over for the first out. That'll bring Frank to the plate. And he looks at strike one. And hits that one towards third. It gets past Encarnacion and lands right on the line. Base hit for Frank. They do hold him at first. So 1 on, 1 out. Tom at the plate. First pitch too far inside. That one smacked towards the hole in left, and it does get through for back-to-back singles. Runners on first and second. Still only 1 out. Zach at the plate. And he looks at strike one. He looks at strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. 2 down in the inning now. Still 2 runners on. Joey at the plate. Looks at ball one. Looks at ball two. 3-0. Harang not real interested in pitching to Joey. Does put that one into the strike zone. So it is the pitcher's spot up next. It wouldn't be the worst thing to walk him, which just happened. So bases loaded. Pauly at the plate. Hitting 167 for the year. First pitch outside. Second pitch low. Maybe Harang just wild. Maybe that wasn't exactly intentional. That pitch in for a strike. Makes it 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Harang gets out of the bases loaded jam. Major threat from the Squirrels, but no runs. We go to the bottom of the second. Encarnacion will lead off for the Reds. First pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch also called a strike, 0-2. And Encarnacion takes 3 straight strikes, 1 down. Brandon Phillips at the plate. And he looks at a ball. Swings and misses, 1-1. And that pitch inside, 2-1. Grounds that one to third. Chief picks it up, throws it over for the second out of the inning. That'll bring Kennedy to the plate. First pitch in the dirt. Second pitch called a strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. And swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. Still scoreless after 2. Reds still looking for their first hit, though they have drawn a walk. Kester will lead off back to the top of the order in the third inning for the Squirrels. And Kester ground out last time. Apparently Kester in a 12-game hitting streak, I'm just told. 2-0 the count. Make it 3-0. Swings 3-0, but grounds to Kennedy. Maybe should have rethought that one. That'll bring Marvin to the plate. He popped up to David Ross last time up. Looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. Swings and misses on pitch that wasn't a strike for the second out of the inning. Chief struck out his first time up. And he looks at strike one here. Smacks that to the outfield, and it will get into the gap. Chief stops at first. So a 2-out single. That'll bring Terry to the plate. Also grounded out last time up. That pitch too far outside. That pitch swung on but fouled. 1-1 the count. This one hit towards the middle, and it will get through for a hit. Chief stays at second. 2 on, 2 out. Frank at the plate. And he takes a strike. Takes another strike. Swing and a miss, and Harang gets out of it again. Still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the third. 8-9-1 coming up for the Reds. David Ross at the plate. And he looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. And swings and misses strike three. Harang at the plate. He's hitting 190 so far this year. First pitch in the dirt. Second pitch in there for a strike. This one grounded back up the middle. Pauly takes it himself and throws it over for the second out of the inning. That'll bring Hopper to the plate. And he looks at strike one. Pops this one into just barely into the outfield grass. Joey takes care of that, and that will end the third inning. Still scoreless. Tom will lead things off for the Squirrels in the fourth. And Tom looks at strike one. He did get a hit his first time up. Grounds this one to second. Phillips takes care of it. That'll bring Zach to the plate. He had an untimely strikeout his first time up. And this one will be grounded to short for the second out of the inning. Joey took a walk his first time. And looks at a ball here. Make that 2-0. And take strike one. 3-1 the count. Harang just not wanting to pitch to Joey. Does get the count full. And Joey lines to Phillips at second. Phillips made a bit of a jumping dive catch, so maybe a bit better hit than I gave it credit for. But in any case, it does end the top of the fourth. So that will bring Xiao up to lead off for the Reds. And he struck out his first time up. And takes a strike here. Takes another strike. And takes strike three. Derek Lee drew a walk. He's been the only Red base runner so far today. And he will be the second base runner for the Reds as well with that hit into left. Also breaks up the no-hitter. So Adam Dunn at the plate now with 1 on, 1 out. And he pops that one into center. Will Marvin be able to get there? He does, and whoa. Derek Lee apparently did not believe Marvin was going to get there. He was already rounding second. So he is doubled off to end the fourth inning. So some poor base running leads to a break for us. So we're now into the fifth inning. Pauly at the plate. He takes a strike. Grounds that one to shortstop. Kennedy throws it over for the first out. That'll bring Kester to the plate. He's ground out twice today. Looking to extend to a 13-game hitting streak, apparently. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. This one be up the middle, but not for a hit. Kennedy picks it up, throws it over for out number 2. Marvin also looking for a hit. He's flown out and struck out today. By flown out, I mean he popped up right in front of the plate. 0-2 the count. And swing and a miss to end the top of the 5th. We're scoreless halfway through. Encarnacion will lead things off for the Reds in the bottom of the 5th. And he takes strike 1. That one off the plate. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Paulie up to 7 strikeouts on the day. Brings Phillips to the plate, and he takes a ball. Iffy pitch, but Paulie gets the call. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And that one too low. 2-2 the count. Grounded back to the pitcher. Paulie takes care of that for the second out of the inning. That'll bring Kennedy to the plate. He struck out in his first at bat. And that knuckleball in the dirt. And that fastball off the plate, probably a bit low as well. And that one too high. 3-0 on Kennedy. And he swings 3-0, and it's just foul down the left field line. 3-1 now. Swings and misses to make it full. Oh, and Paulie comes all the way back only to walk him. So David Ross now at the plate. Runner on first, 2 outs, and Ross starts off with a ball. Starts off with 2 balls. That pitch in there for a strike. Another called strike, 2-2. This one is going to... Oh, actually, diving catch by Chief. Can he get the throw over in time? He cannot. Good play by Chief, but it will go down for an infield hit. Brings the pitcher to the plate, Harang, with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Only the 5th inning, so not surprising that they wouldn't pinch hit, but they could have there. 2-1 the count. That one a called strike, 2-2. And that one's going to be in foul ground, and Chief not able to get there. 2-2. And a swing and a miss, and that will end the inning on that Reds threat. So we've played 5 and still no score. Only 6 hits in the game total. Although the Reds do have a couple walks there, so if you want to look at base runners, that's pretty even. So here in the 6th inning, Chief is going to lead things off for the Squirrels. And he grounds that to short. Kennedy throws it over for the first out of the inning. Terry at the plate now. He did get a hit his last time up. And pulls that one sharply foul down the first base line. Called strike 2. Yeah, pitch outside. Terry's not biting. Does swing at that one. It's kind of an awkward space. That should have been Kennedy's ball, but Phillips goes over to grab it. It's one of those that goes down as a hit, though it probably really should be an error. Frank shows bunt. Pulls it back for a ball. I'm hoping he's not actually bunting here. Especially now with a 2-0 count. Does swing at that one, but misses. Grounds this to short. He tosses to second. Phillips over to first, but not quite in time, so we avoid the double play to keep the inning alive. 2 down, runner on first. Tom at the plate. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. This one up the middle, and it will get through for a base hit. So that'll put 2 runners on for Zach. Still 2 out. First pitch called a strike. Second pitch not called a strike. 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. That one grounded towards third. Encarnacion picks it up and tags Frank out to end the top of the 6th. Another threat, but still no runs. The Reds will start off at the top of their order in the 6th. Norris Hopper at the plate, and he fouls the first pitch off. And that pitch outside. That pitch called strike. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll bring Shao to the plate. And he'll take strike 1. Grounds that towards third. Chief throws it over for the second out. Derek Lee has walked and singled today. Fouls the first pitch away here. High hop, and that'll get fouled down the third base line. So 0-2 the count. Fouls another pitch away. Swing and a miss. Finally, we get Derek Lee out. And that will end the 6th inning and will also be the end of Paulie's day. I think that was his 10th strikeout. Oops, I didn't actually mean to skip that. Accidentally hit a button, but 10 strikeouts out of 18 outs total. That's pretty good. Joey at the plate, and he puts it just foul down the left field line. Should note Harang's still in the game here in the top of the 7th. And Joey pops that up. Harang will field that between the mound and home plate. And we will put Phil in the hit here. His average up to 218. Might be a career high for him. So Phil at the plate. Harang, first pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch swung on and missed. And this pitch is going to... Oh, good play by Kennedy to make the out. It looked like a base hit, but Kennedy got over and jumped up to cut that off. So 2 down. Kester is ground out every time. Still sitting on a 12-game hitting streak. And given how it's going, this might be his last chance to extend it. 1-1 the count. And he's able to do so. Hits that one up the middle for a single. 2 down, 1 on. Marvin at the plate. He's popped out and struck out twice. Looks at strike 1. That one up around the head. 1-1. Called strike 2. Kester takes off, but Marvin punched out at the plate. That brings us to the stretch in Cincinnati. We're still scoreless. Okay, that'll bring Nakai into the game to pitch. And he's going to go into Marvin's spot, so we're going to get creative here with our fielding. Phil is second. And we'll let Kester try to play right. Zach, well, I was sure during spring training I'd put Zach at center field as a secondary position. Maybe I just dreamed that. But he has played center for us quite a bit, actually, and part of these double switches. So I'd feel okay with him out in center. And we're just going to hope, kind of Little League rules, put the weakest player out in right and hope for the best. That'll bring Adam Dunn to lead off the 7th, and he takes a ball. Hits this one up the middle for a base hit. So leadoff single for the Reds, and it looks like we're going to pinch run. So Pickles will come in to run for Dunn, which that is a huge speed upgrade. First pitch to Encarnacion is a strike. Second pitch is swung on and missed, 0-2. Pickoff attempt, probably a smart idea. Oh, and pass ball, we just hand the base to Pickles instead. Finally gets Encarnacion to swing and miss for the first out, but now a runner with top speed with one out on second base. That'll bring Phillips to the plate, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. Second pitch called a strike, backdoor curve. Too low, Phillips lets it go by. 1-2. This one hit right at Joey, who tries to get Pickles. Wasn't able to get that out at second, but we did get the out at first. So now 2 down, Kennedy at the plate. Gives Nakai a decent chance to get out of this. And has Kennedy with an 0-2 count. That one's going to be popped right in front of second. Joey picks it up, fires over, and that will end the 7th inning. We're still scoreless as we go into the 8th. Chief is leading off for the Squirrels. And Harang is going to keep going. First pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch not in there. 1-1. And that pitch fouled away. 1-2 the count. That one ground towards short. Kennedy picks it up, fires over for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Terry to the plate. He's gotten a hit his last 2 times up. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Frank at the plate. Had a single his first time up. Looks at a strike. And that pitch off the plate, probably low as well. And that pitch also too low and maybe outside. 2-1 the count. Smack just foul down the third base line. 2-2. And swing and a miss, strike 3. We are still scoreless as we go into the bottom of the 8th. 8-9-1 coming up for Cincinnati. So we'll see if that was the end of Harang's day. Ross at the plate. He singled his last time up. And takes strike 1 here. And that's, just foul. I thought that was going to be over the bag, but instead an 0-2 count. And now a swing and a miss. Out number 1. And Harang apparently going to go ahead and hit here. First pitch iffy, but called a strike. Second pitch more conventionally a strike. 0-2. Pops that one just foul, and Tom will get the second out of the inning. That'll bring Hopper to the plate. He's hitless today. First pitch off the corner. Second pitch popped up just a couple steps behind the mound. Nakai will take care of that one, and we will go to the 9th inning. We're still scoreless. Tom will lead things off for the Squirrels in the 9th inning. And Harang is going to keep on keeping on. Tom does have a pair of singles today, and he looks at strike one. Grounds that to third, Encarnacion takes care of it. Zach at the plate, he is hitless today. Struck out in a couple ground outs. Looks at strike one. That pitch too low. And that pitch outside. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Strike two. And swing and a miss. Strike three. Joey now at the plate. He's walked or gone 0 for 2 with a walk. Maybe that's the better way to put that. Fouls the first pitch away. Rang finally starting to look tired. And Joey's going to put that into shallow left for a base hit. And that'll bring Phil to the plate. 2 outs, runner on first. First pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch in there for a strike. And that one bounced high in the air. Oh, actually, I guess it was popped out. I thought he bounced that one. So instead, inning over. We're still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the ninth. I shouldn't, but I'm going to let Nakai pitch. He looks at he gets strike one in there on Xiao. Xiao swings and misses, 0-2. And that one ground towards short. Joey picks it up, throws it over for the first out. That'll bring Derek Lee to the plate. He's in order, walked, singled, and struck out. He takes ball one. Takes ball two. That pitch caught the corner. 2-1. 2-2. Lee finally swings the bat but comes up empty. Pickles at the plate now. He got the walk-off hit yesterday for the Reds. Nobody on base for him today as he takes strike one. Swings and misses, strike two. And that pitch down and in, 1-2. That one ground towards short, and that will get us into extra innings. Top of the order for the Squirrels when we start the 10th. Harang is going to stay out there for now, and I'm going to pause and pick this up later. So it'll be a while for me, but for you guys, it will be just a moment. I'll be back with you. Okay, I am back. I'm sure you guys felt like I was never gone. Kester starts off with a 0-2 count to start the 10th inning. Harang still going tiring, but still going strong. I don't know, those two things might be contradictory, I guess. 2-2 the count now. Kester fouls that one away. He's making Harang work. Swing and a miss, strike three. And Nakai will come to the plate, which I had kind of forgotten. I wasn't really prepped for that. Let's go Sweeney here. All right. One out. Nobody on base. Sweeney now at the plate. That fastball too low. Harang finally gassed after 9 1/3, and Sweeney takes advantage and puts that into the corner in right field. That's going to be a double for Sweeney with one out. So that'll bring Chief to the plate, but who will he face? Looks like they're going to go with Garrier. All right, Harang is responsible for the runner on second. First pitch from Gary is in for a strike. Second pitch is through the hole. Oh no, Phillips actually comes up with it. I thought that was a hit and already by him, but Phillips actually comes up and makes the play. 2 outs. Sweeney does move to third on the play. That'll put Terry at the plate to try to finally break the scoreless tie. He has an 0-2 count. Swings and misses, comes up empty. So the Squirrels move a runner to third, but no runs still. We'll go to the bottom half of the 10th. Encarnacion will lead off for the Reds. And he'll do so. Let's try Gonzalez for a couple innings. I know he just pitched yesterday or the day before, but let's see if we can get at least a couple innings out of him. All right, so here we go into the bottom of the 10th. Encarnacion has struck out all 3 times up today, and he swings and misses at the first pitch here. That pitch out of the zone. That pitch also in the dirt, 2-1. Encarnacion gets a hold of that one. That's going to get over Zach's head in center. And the Reds have a leadoff double in the bottom of the 10th. So Gonzalez already in quite a hole. And that'll bring Brandon Phillips up to try to get another walk-off win for the Reds. He looks at strike 1. Grounds that one to short. Encarnacion goes back to second. Phillips thrown out at first. Kennedy now at the plate. He swings and misses at the first pitch. And that pitch fouled away. 0-2 the count. And that splitter too low. Grounds this one up the middle. Again, has to go to first, but keeps the runner at second. 2 down now. David Ross at the plate. See if Gonzalez can maybe get around that leadoff double. First pitch is inside. Second pitch is up and in. 2-0 the count. And that pitch fouled off. And that pitch up and out. 3-1 the count. And this one hit to third. Chief throws over, and Gonzalez does get out of the jam. We're through 10 innings, still waiting on a run. Frank will lead things off for the Squirrels in the 11th. So Frank did get a base hit way back in his first at-bat. That was about 5 hours ago for me. Has a 1-1 count at the moment. This one rolls foul down the third baseline. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will bring Tom to the plate. He's had a pair of hits today. Swing and a miss. And that one a called strike. 0-2 the count. And that one called strike 3. 2 outs. Zach at the plate now. Takes ball 1. And Zach gets a hold of that one, but ends up being a routine fly to left. Pickles puts it away, and that ends the top of the 11th. In the bottom half of the 11th, the pitcher spot is leading off. The Reds will turn to Seven, who was a menace to us last year, that's for sure. I think we've only seen him once this year. If I remember right, we played a decent number of games against the Reds, but I think this might only be his second at-bat against us, or third maybe. Not as much as it probably should be, given his stats. And he can play about anywhere. But he strikes out on 3 straight pitches here. I apologize for my children in the background. 1-1 the count on Hopper now. That pitch inside. And count goes 3-1. Swing and a miss makes it full. And Hopper will put that towards second. Phil will grab it for the second out of the inning. Xiao is 0 for 4 today. A couple of those being strikeouts. Looks at strike one here. Looks at strike two. And doesn't chase that one. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike three. And we'll go into the 12th. Still scoreless. In the top of the 12th inning, Joey will lead things off. Ibar will take over on the mound. 7 will stay in to play third, and Merrick's is going to come in to play left field for Pickles. Ibar, first pitch to Joey is a strike. Second pitch is a strike. And swing and a miss. Joey goes down on 3 straight pitches. Phil at the plate. He's 0 for 2. And he has a 1-1 count. Make that 2-1. This one grounded towards, well, I was going to, so probably should have been fielded by Derek Lee at first. Instead leaves it to Phillips, and he ends up not being able to field it. It's going to go down as a hit because nobody touched it, but it was comical. Kester bunts, ends up being a sacrifice bunt. I thought he might have a chance to turn that into a hit. Not a bad bunt, but Ibar makes an excellent play coming from the mound. But does move a runner into scoring position. And Sweeney is up again. And he takes strike one. Takes strike two. And this will be down for a hit. Phil is going to come in and try to score, and he will. And that is our first run of the game. So the Squirrels finally with a 1-0 lead and a chance to extend it. Well, Sweeney takes off, and he is thrown out. Not the play I would have done, but that ends the top of the 12th, and the Squirrels now with a chance to win it. They will have to deal with 3, 4, 5 coming up, though only Derek Lee has started the game. I also think actually I'm sure this game is cheating us here with 7. He hit in the 9th spot already, and now he's going to hit in the 4th spot. This game does that sometimes with when it does double switches. Or wait, that's not what I want. Hold on, start over. Okay, Miyake's going to go there. And Shibuya is going to go there. And let's put Zach back into right field. There we go. All right, Derek Lee at the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a walk. Looks at ball 1. High hopper to third. Chief throws over for the first out. And 7, fresh off of striking out in the 9 spot, now up to bat in the 4th spot. Definitely not how that's supposed to work. Has an 0-2 count. At least he had the decency to strike out both times. That'll bring Merrick's to the plate with the Reds' final chance, and he looks at strike 1. Swings and misses, 0-2. Grounds that towards first. Called a fair ball. Sweeney grabs it, steps on the bag, and that will end the game. It took 12 innings, but your final score, Indianapolis Squirrels 1, Cincinnati Reds 0. Good bounce back and sets up a rubber game tomorrow with the bench guys going into an off day. Look at some highlights, but as far as the offense is concerned, you can pick that up in the 12th. Alright, Sweeney and Shibuya, your co-players of the game, both for good reason. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, all whatever. I guess that's liking. Anyway, feel free to do any of that. And otherwise, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for a game-determining series. We'll see you then.